The Galactic Council chamber was silent. Hundreds of alien leaders sat in a wide circle, their faces filled with fear. A red warning light flashed above them. A message had reached every corner of the galaxy. It was a call for help, a desperate one. An ancient and powerful enemy had returned. One by one, the council members spoke. Some said their fleets were too far away. Others said the risk was too great. Many simply refused. No one wanted to face this enemy again. Then a name appeared on the central screen. Humanity. The room changed. Some leaders laughed softly. Others looked confused. Humanity was quiet. Humanity stayed in its own space. For a long time, humans had said nothing to the galaxy. No great wars. No strong warnings. Just silence. They will not come, one leader said. They never do, another agreed. The council marked humanity as no response. Time passed. The enemy fleet moved closer. World began to fall. The council grew desperate. They watched their sensors, waiting for something, anything. But space remained calm. Too calm. Far beyond the council's sight, deep in the dark between stars, something moved. Human signals activated. Old stations came alive. Massive engines warmed after years of silence. No messages were sent. No warnings given. The galaxy did not notice. Not yet. Then a single deep space sensor trembled. Readings spiked. Energy levels rose beyond known limits. The data made no sense. One frightened officer whispered, "That's not an enemy." The stars began to bend. And for the first time, the galaxy realized something terrible. Humanity had answered, but they were not coming alone. The Galactic Council rushed back into emergency session. Screens filled with numbers and warnings. Long-range sensors showed strange readings coming from the edge of known space. The signals were strong. Too strong. No known fleet moved like this. The Council tried to understand. They searched old records about humanity. The files were thin. Humans were builders, survivors, and explorers. They fought wars long ago, but then they became quiet. Too quiet. They have no large fleets, one leader said. They avoid galactic politics, another added. The council relaxed slightly. If humanity was moving, it could only be a few ships. Maybe scouts. Maybe refugees running from the same enemy. Then the sensors updated again. The numbers doubled, then tripled. Energy waves rolled through space like slow thunder. Several monitoring stations shut down, unable to handle the data. Crews stared in shock. This was not random movement. This was organized. Far away, the enemy fleet noticed it too. Their commanders paused their advance. Even they had never seen energy patterns like this before. Back at the council, fear returned. Could this be a trap? Someone asked. No one answered. Human space remained silent. No signals. No warnings. No proud messages. Just steady movement forward. Then a single human relay station activated near the galactic border. It did not broadcast threats or demands. It sent only one short, clear message on an open channel. Stand by. That was all. The message spread fast. Every world heard it. Every fleet listened. The enemy slowed. The council waited. Whatever humanity was bringing, it was not small. It was not weak. And for the first time, the galaxy began to wonder if they had made a terrible mistake by thinking humans would never come. Because something was approaching. Something big. The edge of known space grew dark. Stars faded as something massive bent the light around it. Sensors screamed across every monitoring station in the galaxy. Officers shouted. Systems tried to adjust, then failed. This was no normal jump. From the darkness, a shape appeared. At first, it looked like a shadow. Long, silent, perfectly controlled. Then its surface became clear. Black metal layered over black metal, marked with faint blue lines of energy. No flags. No symbols. A human ship. It did not rush forward. It did not fire. It simply stopped and waited. The enemy fleet reacted at once. Weapons charged. Shields rose. Their commanders expected fear, panic, or retreat. None came. The single human ship remained still. Then another appeared beside it, and another. They came in perfect order, spacing exact movement calm. Each ship larger than the last. Heavy cruisers, carriers, command vessels. Their engines hummed with power older and deeper than anything the galaxy knew. The council watched in silence. "This is not a fleet," one leader whispered. "This is a statement." The enemy opened a channel, demanding surrender. The human ships did not reply. Instead, a soft signal spread through space. It was not loud. It was not aggressive, but every sensor locked onto it. A human voice spoke, clear and steady. "This space is now secured." Nothing more. Behind the first line of ships, space twisted again. More shadows waited on the other side. Far more than expected. Far more than needed. The enemy hesitated. For the first time since the war began, they did not advance. They pulled back because they finally understood this was only the beginning, and humanity had not yet revealed its true strength. The enemy fleet pulled back, but only for a moment. Their commanders believed this was all humanity had sent, a show of strength, a warning. They prepared their weapons, ready to strike first. They were wrong. Behind the human ships, space began to tear open again. Not one jump, not two, dozens, hundreds. The darkness filled with light as massive human vessels arrived one after another. Battleships larger than cities, carriers carrying fleets of their own, shield walls that bent gravity itself. The galaxy watched in disbelief. This was not a rescue force. This was a full war fleet. Human ships formed layers in space, moving with perfect timing. Every position was planned, every angle covered. There were no wasted movements, no chaos. The enemy's sensors overloaded. Their systems could not count the ships fast enough. Thousands, and still more came. The Galactic Council understood too late. Humanity had not been silent because it was weak. Humanity had been preparing. A human command vessel moved forward, larger than anything before it. Its presence alone forced nearby ships to power down their weapons. Then a wideband message echoed across space. "This threat ends here." The human fleet advanced. There was no wild attack, no reckless charge, just controlled power. Enemy ships vanished under focused fire. Shields failed. Fleets broke apart. Within minutes, the enemy formation collapsed. Those that could flee did. Those that stayed were erased. When the battle ended, the human fleet stopped. No cheers, no victory calls, only silence. The same silence the galaxy had mistaken for weakness. But now, everyone understood the truth. Humanity had arrived, and the war was already over. When the battle ended, the human fleet did not chase the enemy. Instead, their ships spread out across the damaged systems. Medical vessels moved first. Repair ships followed. Human crews worked in silence, focused and calm. Worlds that had been burning now saw hope. Human ships positioned themselves between civilian planets and open space. Shield networks expanded, covering entire worlds. For the first time in many cycles, families slept without fear. The Galactic Council watched in confusion. Humanity had won. They could demand power, territory, control. They did none of it. A council envoy finally opened a channel to the human command ship. The message was careful, almost nervous. "You saved us," the envoy said. "What do you ask in return?" There was a pause. Then the human reply came, clear and simple. "Nothing." The council did not understand. Human ships continued their work. They shared supplies. They helped rebuild stations. They guided refugees home. No flags were raised. No speeches were made. An alien officer, watching humans work, spoke quietly. "They fight like they expect to lose everything, and protect like they have already lost it before." The word spread. The galaxy began to learn humanity's history, their early wars, their losses, their long years of rebuilding. Humans did not protect the galaxy for praise. They did it because they remembered what it felt like to stand alone. When the enemy tried one final attack, they were stopped instantly. The human fleet did not even slow. The message was clear. As long as humanity stood, the galaxy would not fall. And for the first time, the other species did not see humans as quiet or distant. They saw them as guardians. The war was over. The enemy did not return. Their names slowly faded from reports and warnings. Space grew quiet again, but this time it was a peaceful silence. The human fleet remained for a while, long enough to make sure every world was safe, long enough to repair what was broken, long enough to teach others how to stand on their own. Then, just as quietly as they arrived, the human ships began to leave. One by one, they disappeared into the dark between stars. The galaxy watched them go. The Galactic Council met again, but the room felt different now. There was no laughter, no doubt. Humanity's name appeared on the screen once more, but this time, every leader stood. History records were updated. Old beliefs were erased. Humanity was no longer listed as silent or distant. They were listed as reliable. Across the galaxy, children heard new stories. Stories about the day no one answered the call, except humans. Stories about ships that filled the sky and shields that never failed. An old council leader spoke the truth aloud. We thought their silence meant weakness. We were wrong. Humanity had not been quiet because they were afraid. They were quiet because they were watching, learning, preparing. In the deep archives of the galaxy, one final line was added to history. When the galaxy believed no one was coming, humanity arrived with a fleet, and everything changed. Far away, in human space, the fleets returned home. No parades waited for them. No songs were written. They did not need them. They had done what they came to do. And if the galaxy ever called again, humanity would answer,